What's up, you guys? It's Isaac here with another quick video. This one's just talking about the Uber announcement. Well, it's not really an announcement, but it's a CNBC article on Uber. The title is "Uber won't buy Bitcoin with its cash, but would consider accepting it as payment," CEO says. This is pretty big news. Tesla just bought the Bitcoin earlier this week. And now Uber is the next company to say something about Bitcoin. So it goes over, I'll just read a little bit of it. So Uber CEO Dara told CNBC on Thursday the company discussed but quickly dismissed the idea of buying Bitcoin with corporate cash like Tesla. So they won't be converting their cash into Bitcoin. And I think this is pretty interesting because this was specifically Tesla's first move, was converting their part of their balance sheet to Bitcoin as a hedge against cash and the inflation coming up with the stimulus and all this extra money printing. However, she said Uber would consider accepting cryptocurrencies as payment. Now the title says maybe Bitcoin. It says would consider it as payment, talking about Bitcoin, but she said cryptocurrency. Now, I don't think Uber will be accepting Bitcoin as a payment for an Uber ride, because an Uber ride might be like $20. And right now, just the transaction fees for Bitcoin itself are $10-$20, depending on when you're transacting your Bitcoin. The fees right now are just over the top. I could see things like Dash or Bitcoin Cash being accepted through Uber because the fees are literally pennies. For Dash, it's less than a penny. And besides those two, there's other cryptocurrencies that have extremely cheap fees. So I don't see Uber being able to pay for your Uber ride anytime soon, if even at all. I mean, yes, maybe they could get some Bitcoin by trading the other currencies for Bitcoin when they buy it, but that seems more complicated. So the comments come after Tesla announced earlier this week that it bought 1.5 billion of Bitcoin with some cash on its balance sheet, plans to begin accepting the digital coins as payment for its products. Tesla moves caught Wall Street's attention, and some wondered whether the electric vehicle's decision would be a tipping point for further crypto adoption. So here's the thing. A Tesla costs a minimum $35,000. And a transaction fee that you pay $20, $30, that's not a big deal. You're going to pay that much just in credit card fees for the down payment. When it comes to a $20 Uber ride and you have a $20 fee, that doesn't make sense. They would either lose all the money or they would add it to the Uber payment when it comes to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's not really going to work for Uber. For buying a house, buying a car, something really expensive, yes, Bitcoin, you can sell your product for tens of thousands of dollars and pay a $20 fee. That's going to be way cheaper than your credit card fee. Even accepting wire transfers and stuff, it's comparable and it's quicker. A lot of transactions aren't actually processed for 2 to 3 days through a bank anyway. So, a pretty quick Bitcoin transaction would be awesome when it comes to a large purchase. The other thing is Bitcoin's network can only process 8 transactions per second. People don't buy cars all the time. People don't buy houses all the time. People go on Uber rides all the time. If you live in the city, you probably use Uber at least once or twice a week, even if you're not really going very many places. Versus you might buy a car every 3 or 4 years, buy a house maybe every 10 years. I don't know what the actual averages are, but I'm just saying on the network buying one car every 4 years versus 1 or 2 Uber rides every single week, which would be like 50 to 100 Uber rides per year, and you don't buy a car every year. So the transactions on the network would pile up if they accepted Bitcoin. So this is why Uber won't be accepting Bitcoin. And I know you may mention the Bitcoin Lightning Network, but they've had issues developing that. It's been taking forever. I don't see that happening, at least anytime soon. Let's see. It's a conversation that's been quickly dismissed. We're going to keep our cash safe. We're not in the speculation business. Bitcoin isn't about speculation. It's about holding your value. I mean, yes, it is speculation that it will go up, but here's the thing. We know cash is going down, and it's going down at a faster rate than the consumer price index. The consumer price index is everyday stuff like gas and food, versus your actual cash is losing money when it comes to assets and buying power with assets and companies, which is what bigger companies should be doing. If Uber's focused on the short term, so be it. If they're just trying to get their profits to their shareholders, so be it. As of December 31st, Uber reported it had $5.65 billion in cash and cash equivalents, along with $1.18 billion in short-term investments. So Uber could put 10%, let's just say 1%. 1% would be 50 million or 50.6 million, 56 million into Bitcoin. That wouldn't be that much. That wouldn't make or break. Square did a really similar thing back in October, November. Just 1%, do it. You're going to be sorry you didn't do it later. A lot of people are going to be putting their money into Bitcoin, their cash reserves as companies. And why not? What are you going to do with that 50 million? It's just sitting there in cash. You can always sell it. Even if it has a 50% correction, you're only going to lose 25 million, but the upside is way bigger. Tesla's the first big one to get in. Everyone else is going to be getting in. Other people selling big things, like, who knows, maybe Ford or GM eventually will accept Bitcoin for cars because that is a big purchase. Maybe Zillow or Redfin will be able to do Bitcoin house buying or house selling. We'll see. Just thought this was a pretty cool article. I just wanted to do a quick video on it. And let me know what you think. Still, let me know what companies you think are going to be accepting Bitcoin as well as buying Bitcoin with their balance sheet. I'll check them out. Hopefully there's more CNBC articles coming up. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell if you want to hear more of these videos. Thanks.